Hey guys! So for today's video, I am going to be doing my Netflix 2019 recommendations. Also, if you stay till the end, I'm going to be doing Hulu, podcast, and YouTuber recommendations just because I can and I like want to. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the Netflix recommendations now. Okay, so the first one is The Kissing Booth. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like this, but I honestly thought it was like a cute, fun movie. So the next recommendation is You Get Me, and this is a really interesting movie. It has Bella Thorne in it, and she's like a stalker. So the next one is Atypical. That's a movie where there's a guy and he has autism, and it's actually a show. I don't know why I said movie. It has 2 seasons so far. I think they're making a 3rd, but it's a really good show. So the next one is Face to Face. This is a movie, or yeah, it's a movie where there's like a guy and he FaceTimes his old childhood friend, and then it's really cute. So the next show is Everything Sucks. This one got canceled for the 2nd season, but the 1st season is really good, so you should watch it, and it should get uncanceled and made a 2nd season. Okay, so the next recommendation is Black Mirror, and this is a good series because you don't have to watch the episode to get the next episode. You don't have to watch the episode before, so pretty much anyone can just watch it with their friends or whatever because you don't have to watch the first one to get the next one. So the next show is Stranger Things, and this is like my favorite Netflix show ever, and it's really good and you should watch it if you haven't already. So the next show is The Office, and you should definitely watch that. That's like the best show ever. It has like 11 seasons or something, but it's a really good show. So the next one is To the Bone, which is about a girl that has anorexia and she gets sent to a camp so to like make her more healthy. Okay, so the next recommendation is Big Mouth. I know this is a weird show. I watched both seasons and I'm really ashamed of it, but I'm still putting it on the recommendation because it's watchable. Okay, so the next recommendation is Insatiable. Is it Insatiable? I feel like it's pronounced Insatiable. Actually, I don't know. Anyways, this is actually the weirdest show I've watched on Netflix ever, but you can watch it. The next recommendation is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's like a remake of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it was pretty good. They also just came out with a Christmas special, which I thought was like interesting because most shows don't just like randomly come out with like a Christmas special that's like not included in their season. But yeah, so the next recommendation is The Carrie Diaries, and this is like my favorite show ever. I know I'm saying that a bunch, but I'm like so obsessed with that show. Like I tell everyone to watch it. I don't understand why it's not more watched than it is because it's so good. So the next thing on my list is the No Kiss List, and this has Victoria Justice in it, so I'm putting this on the list. It actually wasn't that great of a movie. It was kind of a good movie. It took me like 3 days to watch, which I can usually just sit through a movie, but it took me literally like 3 or 4 days to watch. But you should watch it just so you can make the memes of it. Okay, so the next thing on my list is The Rain, and this is a really underrated show. It's about this like storm that comes in, and it like somehow has something in the rain where it like kills people, and it's really interesting. I hope they make a season 2. Okay, so the next recommendation is Gossip Girl. I actually hate Gossip Girl. Like, I don't know, I just don't like watching it. Like, I can't sit through it, but everyone I know likes it, so I'm putting it on the list. Okay, so the next thing on the list is The End of the Effing World, and this is about this guy that like wants to kill someone, and he like goes on like a road trip with this girl, and it's a really interesting show. Okay, so the next 3 recommendations are gonna be shows that I also don't like, but everyone else likes them, so I'm just gonna put them on the list. Gilmore Girls, Friends, and Degrassi Nick's Class. I actually haven't watched Degrassi Nick's Class, so I don't know if I like it or not, but Gilmore Girls kind of bores me, and so does Friends. Friends is like a little bit entertaining, but I also can't watch it for that long. Okay, so the next recommendation is Riverdale, and I know the Riverdale current season is, it's kind of weird, but I'm still watching it. I'm still sitting through the thing. But yeah, the 1st season's really good, so. Okay, so the next recommendation is The Secret Life of an American Teenager. I love this show so much. Okay, so the next recommendation is Skins. I also haven't watched this, but Michaela told me to put it on the list, so here it is. I might watch it though, maybe. Okay, so the next recommendation is Switch Up Birth, and I also really love this show. It's one of the best things I've watched ever in my life. Okay, so my next recommendation is Jane the Virgin. I also can't sit through the show. I like tried to watch it and I just couldn't get through it, but I know like everyone else likes it, so I'm putting it on the list, but I personally hated it. So my next recommendation is 13 Reasons Why, and they recently had a season 2, and I think they're making a season 3. So my next recommendation is The Babysitter. I watched this because Bella Thorne is in it, and it's about this guy's babysitter. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird show, but it's really good. So my next recommendation is Pretty Little Liars. This has so many seasons. I think it has like 7 or 9 seasons or something like that. But this took up like so many years of my life. Their ending was really bad, but the rest of it is so good. Okay, my next recommendation is Sierra Burgess Is a Loser. I know everyone hated that show, but I didn't hate it that much. Like, I honestly thought it was kind of entertaining. I didn't really hate it, but everyone I know did. So okay, so my next recommendations are gonna be for Hulu. So my first recommendation is Tagged. I just watched the 3rd season of Tagged. I've been watching Tagged since like 2015. Okay, so my next recommendation is Guidance. This is something, it has multiple seasons, but every season is like different. You like don't have to watch like one season and like get the next season. Basically, they have like new characters. Okay, now I'm gonna go through shows that are like on Hulu that like I've watched on like TV action. I haven't watched them on Hulu. Okay, so Drake and Josh is on Hulu. Famous in Love is on Hulu. That is with Bella Thorne. I actually haven't watched that many of it. I like stopped watching after the first few episodes, but I think I'll continue one day maybe. Modern Family's on it. Bob's Burgers is on it, and the Goldbergs are on it, which I actually didn't know that the Goldbergs are still making more episodes. I'm pretty sure that's true, right? Okay, so my next recommendations are going to be for podcasts. I listen to a podcast almost every single day of my life, and I run out really fast, but I will show you my recommendations. So my first one is Views. That's with David Dobrik and Jason Nash. My next one is Gals on the Go. That's with Danielle Caroline and Brooke Michio. I'm not actually sure if that's how you say her name. My next one is with I'm Sorry Dad, and it's with Brandon Calvillo, and I honestly forgot who the other person is. I wrote what the other guy's name is, but I started watching it because Brandon Calvillo was on it. My next one is Pretty Basic, and this one's so good. It's with Alicia Marie and Miss Remy Ashton. My next one is Don't Blame Me, and this is Megan Rink's podcast. My next one is Tiny Meat Gang, and this is Cody Ko and Noelle Miller. My next one is Don't Mess, and this is with Christine Sudelko and Chris Clemens, and I'm so glad that she added Chris Clemens to it because I am Chris Clemens' like biggest fan. Okay, so my next one is Jenna and Julian podcast. My next one is Shane and Friends, and Shane actually stopped making episodes, but there's so many of the old episodes, and I really hope he decides to make some more episodes soon because I really miss the podcast. Okay, so my next few podcasts are all gonna be people who stopped making podcasts, but I liked them when they were on, but now there's no more episodes, but there's still all the old episodes. So Insanely Chill, that one's just Cody Ko. Ladies Who Lunch, that one is with Kat Valdez and Ingrid Nelson. And then Important Stuff, which was Lucas Cruikshank, and I don't know why he stopped. He needs to start again because it was so good. Okay, so for my last recommendations, I'm gonna name all of the YouTubers that I think you should watch because they're so good. I'm just gonna try to do it really fast. Okay, Danny Gonzalez, Shane Dawson, Andrew Lau, Drew Wanson, David Dobrik, Alex Ernst, Drew Gooden, Amy Ordman, Adeline Warren, Emma Chamberlain, Summer McKean, Tana Mojo, Cody Ko, Jennifer Zhang, Ellie Thuman, Haley Pham, and Ava Jules. Okay, so that was the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you should like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, add me on Snapchat because I had every single person back. My goal of the year is to hit 30,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to help me get there. Okay, that's the end of my video, so goodbye! Hulu. So the next, and my goal of the year is to hit 20,000 subscribers. No, it's not.